How are y'all? So I got a issue today with one of my clients. We got back to his house. Now this is a client that I do only twice out of the month. Like I only have him on my schedule 2 times out of the month. So I come in and I do weekend help for him. Um, I think the other aide, his like aide, his PCA is like a family friend or family member, and just to alleviate some of that, I've been coming in every other weekend. And last week she was out with the situation, so we come back this week, and the entire deep freezer has been sitting for a week, spoiled. And she said that she cleaned it, but the smell was still in here. So I was like, I think I can handle that. So just a little tip. And this just come from working in the house with people. If you're doing home health care, you can have a lot of different scents and stuff like that. It is, it's up to the caregivers, even though sometimes people may feel like we're the bottom of the totem pole, the caregivers. But, if you're doing that, that's your passion, you know what you love to do. I don't care what people think or say. Anyway, there could be a lot of scents. I've had a client one time who, they just didn't care on the weekends. So on the weekends, whoever was there with him didn't change him, didn't do anything. So he would be sometime in days of filth. And I don't know if people was just going in and not really caring or not really doing anything. But he got lucky one time and got me. And anyway, so if you got some tough stains, a tough smell in your house, trash, kids. Sometimes we might have kids that urinate. You might have anything, any kind of smell that you just can't get out your house. Um, this is what I normally do. I've done for people. I've done in my own house. It also make your house smell good without, you ain't got to have no scent. You can do this. Get you an old trusted pot, a pot that you really don't cook in anymore. A little small pot will be fine. If you don't have, go to Goodwill. They got them all the time. So we put a little bit of this. It's like pine sol, but this brand I think is Pine Allen. Oh my God, they got good stuff. So we put some of that, and then we got a little bit of Fabuloso. And so everybody that's worried about their throat, just don't do it. And then we're gonna I got it here, and it's just coming to a boil. So I'm gonna let it come to a roar. I want it to be, on the high boil. Once it get on the high boil, I'm gonna turn it down right here to about 3, and just let it stay up. But the most important part is this part. That's the most important part. You gotta open up Really? Lord have mercy. I'm sorry. Lord. I'm at work, y'all. And my client, I didn't know I was on mute. Thank you so much, Eric. Okay, thank you, Eric. What I was saying was the client that I'm with today, their family member, I believe, sees about them, and somebody else was here because it was death in the family. Okay, so somebody else was here for a week. I only come every other weekend, so this is my weekend. So I hadn't been here since last month, 2 weeks ago. Yeah. So the deep freezer had been unplugged. The lady unplugged the deep freezer, kind of throw it out for the next day, and come back, blah blah blah. And that's just something that was a lesson learned from me, from one home caregiver to the next. Like, that's a lesson that I learned too. If I know I'm gonna leave, don't leave their stuff unplugged. There could be coffee makers, refrigerators, anything like that. Because then if something happens to you and nobody else knows what's going on, then, you know, it could be a problem for you and the client when y'all finally realize. Luckily for us, though, she got the deep freezer cleaned out, but it's still a stench in here. And so what I'm doing now, I just boiled, I got a little bit of Fabuloso. I got a little bit of this pineapple. And I'm boiling it. I gotta sit. I'm boiling it, and then I'm also doing this. This is the most important part if you want to get rid of a bad smell in your house. Sometimes you can have an old smell, mildew, whatever. You always, I feel like we got such a, he got such a good view of the city. But yeah, I'm boiling it. I got the window open. When I come every other weekend, I try to go ahead and sweep good and mop. So y'all know, once I get finished sweeping, I don't spray the bathroom down, bleach and everything. I bleach the cabinets, I bleach the counter. I just clean the people. I just clean their stuff, because you don't know. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know how long it's gonna be before somebody do it again. You can tell if it's being done, and not saying that they don't do it, but it's a smell in here for one. So I'm just wiping everything down now. You understand what I'm saying? So that family, she told me she was gonna get the smell out of here. I am. I don't clean for a living, but I am that girl. I'm official when it comes. Listen, everything I got to do for me to survive in life, I know how to do it. And if I don't, I'm gonna pay my way to make sure that I can have the resources to get it done. You get what I'm saying? So that includes like yard work. I do my grass, I cut my hedges, I trim my hedges, I weed eat, plant flowers, mulch. I'm a beast on the yard. I need to really I really need to get these kids some tools and stuff so we can get out there during the summer and make us a little hustle. Because when I tell you I'm a beast, I'm a beast. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'm getting this house swept up. I'm gonna bring that water back to another boil. That's gonna be my mop water. And baby, hey. Oh yeah, okay. Thank you for understanding, Eric. But thank you for that, for understanding. Yeah, people so crazy nowadays. I'm just trying to chill out. You know, if you know, you know. But I'm not gonna give you any of my information. But what was I doing to say? So yeah, I'm gonna use that water to mop the floor with. So when I tell you, when I hit this floor with that hot, steamy Fabuloso pine oil water with a little bleach on it, hey, the window crack open. It ain't no more smell. Cause I asked her like, do the windows open? She was like, I don't really know. I don't open them. See me, baby, listen. If I'm coming to your parents, your grandparents, sometimes God forbid I have young clients, your child, hey, whoever I'm coming to, if I come in your house, it's only a matter of time before I start cracking windows and opening up blinds. I can't help it. I can't help it. I think a lot of it come from in the country. Like my grandma, I think she had central heat and air when she first had the house built. But when I grew up, it wasn't. And so, baby, in the summertime, when it get real, real cool, when it get dark, oh, baby, go take you a good hot shower and lay up under that. My grandma always had a king size bed. I lay on that side next to the window, baby. That'll be my side, cause you know I slept there longer than I should have. But baby, she used to crack that window, and she ain't had nothing but she had an old knife that used to sit up in the window. And I put that knife up in that window and jack it up, baby. And when I tell you that breeze, she had a tree. It's a tree right there. Baby, that tree and that breeze come through and you hear them crickets in the background and you smell the, humidity in the air, baby. Ain't nothing like that good country life. So, anyway, I say all this to say, yeah, I can get your smell out your house. You got a little smell, somebody done wet the bed. You might have older people who you have to see about their incontinence care. You might have a child that has incontinence problems. And incontinence problems can be anything related to urinating, defecating, and things like that. I know on themselves, like it can cause a stench in your house. So my main and a lot of this stuff coming out on TikTok. I even seen, on everywhere. I seen something yesterday where some little girl was fixing her purse with fingernail polish, and they was just so amazed. I'm looking like, girl, you know how many purses I know painted? You know how many patches I know put on the belt? So we boiling this. We boiling these together. The scent, I'm telling y'all now, the scent already gone. I don't even smell it no more. And I ain't even did nothing but sweep and boil that stuff. So now I'm getting ready to get my trash up, mop, and do my schedule for this week. Let's get it.
She got agitated often, so we talked to her doctor. Rexulti is the only FDA-approved medication proven to reduce agitation symptoms that may happen with dementia due to Alzheimer's disease. Elderly people with dementia-related psychosis have increased risk of death or stroke, report fever, stiff muscles, and confusion, which can be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent. High blood sugar can lead to coma or death, weakening, increased cholesterol, unusual urges, dizziness on standing, falls, seizures, trouble swallowing, or sleepiness may occur. Rexulti helped reduce my mom's symptoms. Take action for your loved one. Talk to their doctor today about Rexulti.
What's that signature?
Well, the signature is a wonderful signature. This is Toulouse-Lautrec.
It's exactly what I thought it was.
All of these figures are people that he saw and watched while he sat there at the Moulin Rouge in Paris. Anyway, let's see what you got.
Okay.
Wow. All right. Well, first of all, this is not a print. And it's not a reproduction.
What do you look at? How do you know that? You got your
I know this piece.
Oh, okay.
This piece sold about 4 years ago for $175,000.
This piece, this exact piece, 175 grand. Time to hang up the tank tops.
However, this is an original forgery.
Crap. Looks like I'm still stuck babysitting Brando. I feel like I've been kicked in the stomach.
But there's good news, and that good news is that there are serious collectors who buy nothing but forgeries. So I can take it on consignment from you and show it to the people that I think will buy it. And if I sold it for $3,500, I would get $1,000. We would wind up with roughly $2,500.
This painting's a huge score, but no thanks to Brandon. He almost cost me $1,000 today. He needs to either ship up or shape out. I think I'd like to leave it with you and see what kind of money you can get out of it.
Let's do it. All right, guys.
All right, Dennis, thank you so much. We'll see you, buddy.
Vaulting ahead of the pack, Gerald Sheets profited $4,000 on a forged masterpiece. Barry Weiss was a force to be reckoned with, scoring $1,400 on a Star Wars jacket. Dave Hester just couldn't pull the trigger, while Jared and Randy came out of pocket, losing $150.
The most incredible piece was Empire Rocks. Empire Rock. Just rock, not rock. Empire Rock. And what it is it's an actual piece of the Empire State. They were doing some excavation at the basement level and they found tons of...
I'm going to get a coffee or something and come back when these guys get it sorted out.
It's like some piece of moon. He said, yeah, I can. It's not a moon. It's a...
Let's go, man. We're already late.
You ready? Ready for what?
I'll come into the auction, and you're staying here. Mike's gonna meet us there. What? You don't show up for work, man? That's what happens. Clean the shop. We'll be back.
They never leave. This is better than the auction.
When storage units are abandoned, the treasures within
This is do or die.
are put up for auction.
STEM is a fourth quadrant auction. This, you got residential, recreational, commercial, and industrial.
I don't know what that means. Sometimes you just have to agree with life you want. We'll sell the dream. Just sell the dream.
The honest thing is it's a really small city. I don't have a lot of hope for today's auction.
I think there's a lot of units.
We need a big unit. A small unit is not gonna do us any good today.
I do see Jared's point. I mean, what's a small unit? Am I right? Or am I right, ladies?
You know, if we're opening up this big store, I think we really need to focus on a lot of lockers for that store. Absolutely, I couldn't agree with you more. We can't get distracted. Our main objective for today.
I'm getting hot today. Softball championship game last night, and I'm losing. I can't take losing. Today, I'm gonna find a house around
Name 10 books. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, First Chronicles, Second Chronicles, Psalms, Revelation, Job, and Proverbs. Now you type 10 books real fast. You name 10 books. Real fast. Oh, you can't type anything. I'm already getting some money.
Straightforward this tax season with Straight Talk and get a free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G with select plans, all with real unlimited data on America's most reliable 5G network. Because this tax season is free phone season. Straight Talk, available at Walmart. Everyone's here for
Jesspluxx protects. Only Jesspluxx is proven over 90% effective. Jesspluxx is a vaccine used to prevent shingles in adults 50 years and older. Jesspluxx doesn't protect everyone, as you can always see allergic reactions. Remains one of the previous dose. Tell your health. Increased risk of beyond syndrome was observed after getting Jesspluxx. Fainting can happen, so take precautions. Most common side effects are pain, redness, swelling, or injected muscle pain, tiredness, headache, shivering, fever, and upset stomach. Ask your doctor about Jesspluxx today.
Whoa. With this online-only deal from Buffalo Wild Wings Go, you get 20 boneless wings and fries for $16.99. That's enough to feed you and, like, 2 friends. Or 1 if you're selfish. And I am selfish.
The word Nura means light in Arabic. It's an opportunity to push out the darkness, inequity, and depression. So be merciful, be the source of love, build compassion to build tolerance and empathy amongst diverse communities. Celebrating Arab American Heritage Month on
Oh yeah, I get a good workout when I come here. Let's see. And I still gotta go. He's on the 7th floor, so I still gotta go downstairs and take out the trash. I might wait till I leave, but I don't really want to wait till I leave, cause then I can get double steps and, you know, going down and coming back up. Then have to go back down again. Let's see what I got going on. And no, I ain't on no type of diet or nothing. I'm just being more aware. Being more aware and more self-conscious. And I hate that I didn't care earlier. So never too late to start doing the right thing.
do, Daryl.
I've seen tons of books, and I get on my reading. Renee, this looks like a warehouse. It'll fit. Give me 1 minute when I'm thinking about it. Just 1 minute's all I ask.
There's a lot of books with the problems with all these books just so dirty you can't sell them online. It almost looks like a order like they came in packs of books every day. I just don't think I want to deal with it.
Look at the Indian rugs up. Nobody saw those.
Older wool blankets.
I guarantee you right now, I would not buy this longer because I'm allergic to dust and I'm already
Sneeze him out of here.
This is becoming a junk buyer. You don't know you're in the junk business. Yeah, but that junk like that means I'm calling me junk. You should team up with Ivy. You guys will work for each other.
quality junk here.
That's true, you will. Grown man afraid of a little dirt.
That's when you go bankrupt and times are tough. You buy whatever's cheap, right?
What you buy? All good stuff?
It's crap.
You ain't even seen the you buy. You know what I mean?
You see this? You should buy it.
Folks, that's the end of the sale. You know what to do. Don't forget to pay the lady, folks.
I told you this is exactly, I knew exactly what was gonna happen today.
Scooter key. Let's do a keep side and get rid of side. That's cool. Look at the bugs on that.
Really? Because it looks like really nice bed. Well, we got a $10 scooter. It was $10 bed. You could go with it. $20 so far. We got to make up that $7.75, bro. But
Oh, box of Blu-ray movies.
really,
Ricky Jimmy all wound up. We're in there. So that tells us whatever's on the boxes is going to be in there.
well, they retail for about 30. Used, they go for $10.
22 is 225. Look at this thing.
The clock was running, and we were running out of time. We weren't just fans.
Bow down, down, down and through. Yeah, 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 yeah. Alright. I'm gonna go. I'll take his trash out with me when I leave. When the floors dry all the way, I will put all the rugs and stuff back down, which he only have one rug really in here. Put it back down, dump his trash, get make sure his house is nice and tidy. I'll make sure I leave a reminder for meds. He's eating a pretty good brunch. He just ate, so he's knocked out. But I'm just gonna open like a can of ravioli or something like that for him to eat because it'll be simple for him just to warm it up, take his meds, and go to bed. So y'all have a blessed day. It's Jesspluxx5. I'm at work.
Choose one appetizer and two entrees. Applebee's famous